In our family, it was always like this. My brother is the family icon. I am a nobody. Since childhood, I already knew what work is. One day, returning from another part-time job, I froze as I entered the house. My room, the door was wide open, and inside, emptiness. Not my bed, not a single thing. Only a pink dollhouse, plush toys and cheap furniture from IKEA.
You're already an adult. Stop torturing us.
I heard my mother's voice behind me. Not a shadow of sympathy.
From now on, your things are on the street.
But to figure it out, let's rewind a little. Our family always seemed ordinary. Ordinary, if you close your eyes to how I was compared to my brother since childhood. He was their golden boy, the darling of fate. He was allowed to do everything. Skip school, spend money on nonsense, be lazy. I am an invisible man, a source of income that can be used. At 15, I started working part-time. At 17, I was paying for utilities. And by 20, I knew parental love is a favor for which I still owe. That evening, I was returning from work after a late shift, cold, nasty. I just wanted to eat and fall asleep. It was too quiet inside. I heard whispers from the kitchen, my mother and stepfather. They usually don't lower their voices when they argue. I walked to my room and stopped. The door was wide open. My bed was gone. Not a single thing of mine. Just a pink dollhouse, plush toys, and cheap furniture from IKEA.
You don't need it anyway.
My mother said, standing behind me. Not the slightest sympathy.
It's cramped for your sister. She needs a second room. You hardly ever show up.
From downstairs, my sister laughed, as if it was a game. I went out into the backyard. It was drizzling, and my things, bags, boxes, clothes were piled up by the trash cans. Some were already wet. Mom came over and said,
You're 20. It's time to grow up. You're holding everyone back.
Later, I got a message from my stepfather. You're a pathetic parasite. We signed you up as a guarantor for your brother's loan. $18,000. Try not to ruin his life like you ruined yours. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I just packed my backpack and left. No hysterics. No goodbyes. I went to stay with a friend I talked to a lot on Discord. He didn't ask any unnecessary questions. He just gave me a warm blanket and a place on the couch. The next day, my phone was ringing off the hook. Mom was either tearfully asking me to come back or threatening me. My stepfather sent me screenshots of old messages, how I asked for money for textbooks at 18. Tried to make me look like a manipulator. My sister posted on Instagram hinting that I ran away to avoid paying my debts. My brother sent me a one-sentence message. You're not my brother anymore. But I had the cards in hand. I collected all the receipts, everything I'd paid for them over the years. Water, electricity, internet, subscriptions, insurance, even the bill for the delivery of food that my brother ate, but it was debited from my card. I turned off auto payments. That's it. And then their cozy reality began to crack. The bank did not approve the loan. Without my personal consent, the transaction was impossible. Utilities, overdue. The water was turned off a week later. The car was left without insurance. Mom cried. Dad called relatives, panicked. He even came to our former neighbor, asking where I was. But no one knew. They began to act out a tragedy. They called everyone, told them that I had betrayed them, that I had abandoned my family. But the truth is that I chose myself for the first time. I don't regret it, not for a second.